Come on. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Doc and Queenie Facebook Live on Mondays, every Monday at
I don't know. At what time?
high noon.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Doc. I'm telling you what, we are the best entertainers of ourselves that I've ever met.
Nobody else around. We wonder why.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Well, hey, happy 100th birthday, Queenie.
Thank you very much, Doc. Happy 100th birthday to you. I seriously, the conversations I get in, the group chat stuff that I get in, I am forever curious is a little strong, but interested in what goes on in people's minds. And so, what is the next birthday you have coming up? So, people would say 25, 55, 105, whatever the day is, that is kind of doesn't matter. And so I said, what plans do you have? Oh, it's just another day, or it's just a something, or whatever. And I always think in terms of, what is the coolest thing about being able to plan to be a centurion? And I just think that's awesome. And think about this. My grandchildren, perhaps my great grandchildren, will probably be president by the time I'm 100. And don't let that terrify you, but it could happen. And so, but you see what I mean? It's just a matter of planning and being excited and the aging process. And I see so many people going, oh my gosh, another wrinkle or another gray hair, another something. And I'm just like, I love these numbers. And I really seriously do. And so what about you? Because your birthday balloons look darling as well.
Well, I'm still getting over the year great.
Yeah.
Great.
I know. See? Yeah, that's how it works with Gigi math.
Would that okay? Yeah, Gigi math.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how it works.
I used to be like, oh my gosh, I'm this. Oh my gosh, I'm that.
Yes.
But like you say, it's just a number. Fantastic if we make it to century old. And it's not even, I don't even like to use the word old because, the old connotation out there, everybody just, like you say, they add wrinkles and gray hair and body aches and this and that.
Tennis balls to your walker.
Yeah. I won't have tennis balls, nor will I have a walker. So
I know, seriously. But I really do. And I think maybe what prompted this is random. I mean, I love that so much, but random for me was a book popped up called You're Only Old Once by Dr. Seuss. We talked about that last week. And that has gotten so much buzz on my YouTube channel and then private comments, certainly. And I think that's really what prompted the whole thing. And it really is a matter of embracing every single day. And I seriously mean that, embracing every single day. And so that's why I think for me, the 100th birthday, let's get the party planned is what I want to do.
Well, and I grew up, I don't know about you, with relatives that did live into their late 90s.
Oh, absolutely.
And I had actually two really neat great aunts that were here to see the Wright brothers fly their airplane. They traveled all over the place. They went to Yellowstone before there were paved roads. And we have these pictures of them in their Model T on a gravel road in Yellowstone. There's stuff like that. And it is so cool what they lived through, the history that we know, on the other side of it, plus the stories that they would tell, just in the wisdom in all of that. And, I think with age is wisdom. And, some young people, grandchildren or children may not think so yet. But their turn is coming. They forget their turn is coming.
Yes.
And it's just a number. But happy 100th birthday, Queenie.
I know. Thank you, Doc. And I really am. I've got my balloons ready to go and everything, even though I have to wait. What would that be? 73 years.
73 years. Yeah. And I have to wait 75 years. So.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah. We're only 2 years apart, even though we're twins. Okay.
Now everybody that's watching is going, what did they just say? Yeah. So it's called Gigi math. Don't try and figure it out. It'll hurt
No, they
you.
probably have run, so we've just lost everybody that's if they're even watching. I don't know, those crazy ladies are running.
Debbie's on the call with us today, so that's the good news.
So hey, speaking of things, let's run through our unique national days of.
I can't wait to hear those.
Okay, so today is Monday, the 23rd of October. Can you believe it?
No, actually,
a week and a half before we're in November. I'm just like, and I'm still racing to try and get things done outside, which like today, I think is my last day because we're going to get rain for the rest of the week.
You know what? I was noticing that, and I thought about you when I saw the forecast because I thought, holy moly. And because, of course, you know me, everything's already trimmed and closed and da-da-da.
You've been done by a month already.
Well, not only that, but I, needless to say, don't have near as much stuff to deal with as you do. But it's kind of my thing as far as the timing. And I look ahead at the forecast and go, oh, I'm not going to be able to do it next week. I better do it this week. And so I'm a teensy little bit OCD about making sure everything's ready to go. But you know what? When those leaves start falling, it's kind of like if there's things that need to be vacuumed in your house, that makes me nuts. So I have to go vacuum the front yard, so to speak, and because I can't stand all the mess. And so it really is a thing for me.
Yeah, I actually happened to look out the window today, and I had said to my daughter yesterday, we've got a big old maple in our corner of our yard, and it's still green. And she's like, oh, Mom, it's starting to turn a little bit. I look out the window and there's leaves falling. I'm like, well, I guess it's ready. So, but yes, anyways, I digress shortly.
I can't wait to actually hear what the national days of are. How would you diagram that sentence? I don't know. But honestly, national days of, let's hear it.
Yeah, I was going to say is probably the improper verb to use. Yeah. We're both grammatically traumatized.
Yeah, seriously. Oh, that's another show. That's another show.
You know, we could come up with a hashtag and who knows? So today is National Mole Day.
Like those creepy things that make holes in your yard.
Yep.
Ew. Yep. I don't want to honor them, dudes.
I always wonder what makes them put some of this stuff on these calendars, but So I always flip it to food. I always look for food. So it's Boston Cream Pie Day. So that's probably for you just as not much better, right?
Not much better. You are correct. Ew.
So I'm sorry. That's Monday. That's the best I could find. Yeah. Yikes is right. If that was Debbie Dub saying that.
Yes.
Tomorrow, the 24th, is National Food Day. Yay.
National Food Day? Wow.
Yeah. Isn't that original?
Yeah, well, I think that's really cool because needless to say, we got tons of that going on.
Yes, we do. And then it's also Bologna Day, National Bologna Day. Sorry, Queenie. I'm really trying to be gentle on you, but there's not much to choose from.
Okay, hang on a second. I don't know if I can say this without actually gagging, but did your family ever buy those long tubes of bologna and slice it with the red string around the thing, and then they fried it?
No, we never fried it, but my father.
You haven't lived yet. You fry it in a skillet, like a cast iron skillet, and it bubbles up weird kind of shape, and then you smash a whole bunch of those together with white bread. I can't continue. Okay. So yeah, talk about a trauma. That is not a good fit for me.
My father was notorious for cutting off a really thick hunk and he would just put mustard on it, yellow mustard on it, and just eat it that way.
My brain goes to what is in bologna.
We don't even want to go there because if you were grossed out on moles and
bologna. That's what I'm telling you. And so whenever somebody says, oh, let's try this, and I go, what's it made of? As soon as they start the first couple ingredients, I'm out.
Well, Tuesday also is National Kangaroo Awareness Day. That's mild. I don't know if I've seen a kangaroo since the last time I was at the zoo, but
okay. And I don't think I've got any kangaroos around here actually. So yeah. I know.
So, Wednesday, the 25th. I'm really trying, Queenie. I apologize. Wednesday the 25th is Sourest Day. And Sour. Do you like sour foods?
Mm, I guess I wouldn't not eat sour probably. Like, is sauerkraut a sour food like you're talking about?
It can be.
Okay,
Like
'cause
the kind I eat, it's sour. It's
I
vinaigrette.
can do sauerkraut that way, and if sour means vinegar stuff, I can definitely do that.
Yeah, I always remember, many years ago, I used to nanny a bunch of kids, and it was a great job because all I did was play with them all day. We would go on field trips, we'd play video games.
You
I
would
mean,
be such the perfect nanny. Oh my gosh. Talk
they,
about Mary Poppins without the bag.
oh my gosh, we had tons of fun, and they love to like prank me, and of course I would let them. And one thing they loved to do was to give me sour. This is when that sour candy was coming out.
Oh yes, yes,
And
Sour
they would
Patch
give it to
Kids.
me just to see what my reaction would be. And I'd be like, okay. And it was very disgusting. But I always think of that when I see the word sour because they would giggle and laugh and be like, here, have another piece. And I'm like, no,
You
that's
know
okay.
what? Do you remember little balls of candy, different colors that were hard? And I think they were actually called sour balls.
Yes.
Um,
Yes. It
they
was a Brock's, I think, was Brock's came out with
maybe
it, right?
okay, yeah, but I remember that. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, sour
They
balls.
had
Oh,
lemon. They had lemon. Well,
yeah,
even like the lemon heads. The
yes.
lemon heads, yes. But
Okay.
this was the sour candy. It's actually coated in sugar.
Oh,
Not,
oh, you have to make it healthy.
oh yeah, yeah. You have to before you get the punch of sour, and then I'm like salivating all over the place, and they're like, oh, so. So, anyways, it's sour ass day. It's also greasy foods day. I try not to cook anything in grease. I'm not a fry it up kind of person. But here we'll round that day off with Care About You Day. I care about you, Queenie.
I care about you too, Doc.
That was sincere. Thank you for sincerity. So moving.
Oh my gosh. All right. This is our last Doc and Queenie. I thank you all for joining us.
Because we've turned 100. Yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
Because
oh my
we can,
God.
because we're so old, even though it's just a number. So the 26th, which is Thursday, is Mule Day and Pumpkin Day. So we're going to take the pumpkin.
Yeah.
We'll give a pumpkin to a mule. I don't know if they would eat pumpkin.
I don't know. I can do pumpkin. I love pumpkin.
We care about you too, Debbie Dub.
Yes, we do.
The 27th to round out the week. I mean, this is a bad week. It's Cranky Coworkers Day. Now, I work with myself.
Oh my gosh.
I do get cranky, but I don't get cranky with myself. I don't know. I don't know how to, as a solopreneur,
but why would anybody want to have a day of that?
I know. And then it's
gosh.
on the positive, it's the mentoring day.
Love it.
Breadsticks. Yeah. And Navy Day. Do you know anybody in the armed forces?
Not I can think of right now. Actually, I don't know. Maybe not. Do you have people? Is your family Navy?
No, we were always Marines or Army.
Yeah, because my family, I think, was Army. I don't think we had Navy, actually.
I've known people that were in the Navy, but we actually lived by a Navy training base, the Great Lakes training base.
Sure, heck yeah.
But no, so that's Navy Day is on the 27th. The 28th, which is Saturday, is Hug a Sheep. See, I told you it was a rough week. Make a Difference Day by not hugging a sheep.
I can do that.
And Muddy Dog Day, which there's nothing like a muddy dog trying to clean up. That's always my kids just they always look at me when my dog hits the mud outside and comes in. I always tell them, because I'm usually saying, clean her paws, clean up, all of that. We try to clean her paws, but if she got mud on the rug, and the rug is specific to get all that junk from her paws when she comes in, I just tell them, leave it alone. And they look at me like, are we supposed to clean this? And I'm like, it's got to dry. You don't want to mess everything up with mud all over the place. Muddy Dog Day is fun.
Oh my goodness.
And then we'll round out next Sunday is Oatmeal Day, Cat Day, and Hermit Day. So if you know of any hermits, it's their day next week.
Oh my goodness. Debbie says that she has an almost son. And Debbie, with all your family, how do you have an almost son who just retired from the Navy? And again, we thank everyone who serves our country for their service, because that is the coolest thing ever. And I kind of wish every day was that, because they've been doing a lot of things on TV about thank you for your service, veteran parades, things like that, honor guards. And it's wonderful to see that. And then, of course, when you think about patriotism and you see at these games, football, baseball, but baseball playoffs are happening right now. And they have an eagle that comes out of a cage and it flies around the entire stadium and it lands on this lady's arm down here on the field. And that's their tribute to America. It's very cool to see that.
Yeah, no, it's a thank you to the people that are serving and also their families, because it's not an easy life.
It's a family affair. It is a family affair.
You know, they all sacrifice. Of course, whoever's in the military, they sacrifice, and so does their families. So, yeah. So what else is new, Queenie?
I'm telling you what, Doc. It's kind of cool, and I'm going to ask you this, so please have a heads up. I want your stats on your YouTube channel, por favor.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
The reason I say that is I am loving, oh my gosh, the posting parties are going amazing. Debbie was at the one this morning, actually, but I've got another one this week for a nonprofit, and I've got one in December, Project Die Hard, certainly for veterans, and different posting parties, because they are opportunities to spread the word about your nonprofit, your business, your website, your whatever you're doing. It is amazing to me when we get so many new people who have never, first of all, heard of a posting party, but then you go to their LinkedIn page and it's like, there might be a few things that you could tweak to improve your presence on social media. So as soon as we say things like that, it's like, how do I do that? One thing leads to another. And the next thing is they start having massive successes also. And I love that. And a lot of times I've been sharing the Doc and Queenie posting party recording, because then I don't have to go through everything again for the brand new folks. Now I go through a lot of the beginning, yes, but I don't have to go through all of it because I've got a YouTube video that will help. I'm blown away with the amount of views that these kind of videos get as far as training and statistics. And another person reached out to me in Las Vegas, so I think it's one of Delinda Lane's fan club friends, who wanted to know about a posting party. So I sent her the link, and she wants me to train her team now. It's just phenomenal how YouTube is such a ginormous platform. Drum roll, please, ladies and gentlemen. What are your numbers, Doc?
Okay, I'm up to 236 subscribers.
Woo-hoo! I knew that. Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
My short that I posted yesterday was my dog eating a cookie, a special dog cookie.
Okay.
And on it, it says, well, actually, it says Swiftie on it, which refers to Taylor Swift and, Travis Kelce. Let's see. My views up till now is 75,335.
Woo!
So
okay, you are seriously, and you see what I mean about how everything travels. And all of your SEO has done so great. I'm just very excited. YouTube is rocking my world, which of course links to my LinkedIn, which that rocks my world. And I heard you this and I heard you that, and it really does explode. I love this platform.
It's a lot of fun. Yeah.
That's huge. Your views have gone up, up, up. Are you still getting the most views on your shorts or your video trainings, or where does it come from?
My numbers are going up on my trainings. For over a year-ish, I would get 5, maybe 10. Okay. Now I'm getting, a lower number, 15 to 20. I'm getting it's slowly increasing.
Okay.
The shorts is where I get a majority of the views, because people, short attention span, just this quick. And like this past week, I had Oh, I was sanding my porch. I was painting my porch, and I had 2,300 people.
Oh my goodness. Isn't that the funniest thing though? Painting your porch. Oh my gosh.
And then the dog and the cookie thing was 944 yesterday.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and it's just it's some of it just does not make any sense, but that's okay. So yeah, I was painting my greenhouse door. That was 2,400. So maybe painting is the theme for October.
Okay, good call. You want to prepare your house for winterization, things like that. So I can kind of understand that.
Yeah. So no, it's been fun. But and like we always teach and always talk about consistency and just keep that ball rolling. I mean, you have to feed it to keep it moving.
Do you have a pattern to how often you do your shorts, or does it just come to you when you're doing a project and you short it, or is there a every Monday, every Wednesday, every Friday, or what?
I don't have a pattern that way. I just try to post 2 to 3 a week.
Okay.
So I have more of a number. And honestly, I do it so much, it just turns into that anyways.
Okay. Well, that's why I was wondering, because I am so thrilled. And quite frankly, I remember when you were going, oh my gosh, please, please, please help me get to 100. Please help me get to 100. Please help me get to 100. You're blowing so past that, it's not even funny. And it's very cool to see how the trajectory, it's self-perpetuating at this point. I'm so excited for you, honestly.
Yeah, I've had a over 600% increase in subscribers in 2 months. And that's all because of a 15-second, oh, let's look at Laura painting a door. I mean, okay.
Yeah. It really is amazing. I love that.
So thank you, Queenie. So what are we going to do the word of the day first today? And
well, how about if we do, and I don't actually think I did this on purpose. So let's see which one actually opens first. Okay, Doc and Queenie topics. How about that?
That sounds good.
All right. So shuffle, shuffle, shuffle 5 times, 7, 6. Okay, perfect. The topic for today is, we're not doing Queenie again. So honestly, I know, but the next one there, honestly, and I was very serious about this, is word. And if you remember the Doc and Queenie word that we did, let's start before we go to the Doc and Queenie word. What started that? Like, do you remember? Because you made the logo, Doc and Queenie word, because we've been doing topics for a while. What made you think of word?
I think it was the edification, wasn't it? The edification word.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's I'm just trying to remember. It's been a while.
You remember when we did those edifying videos? Remember that?
Yes.
And we were saying to people, please pick a person and do a video, just 1 or 2 minutes, and just edify Susie's so great because kind of thing. Maybe that's what did the whole piece, because
I think that was the impetus. Yes.
Yeah. I do. Words are powerful. Words have meanings, and by multiple meanings many times. And so while we're talking about that, I'd love to know if people are picking their word for 2024 yet, because it's such a big thing for me, a word to focus on, whether it is something you need improvement on, something you want to share with other people, whatever that looks like. And isn't it amazing? My word for 2023 is succession. And I am blown away. Back in probably last November-ish is when I chose it. And just by this 2023, I have had huge successions in my actual business life. And my book, I mean, think about that. My Final Footprints is a succession plan. And I had no idea I was writing that. God definitely has a sense of humor.
Yes, he does. Yes. I usually wait, and I'm, you're already organized and booked to what, mid-February?
Yeah. Actually, I do actually have an April 26th event already, but yeah.
Yeah. And I'm still just trying to get through October.
Yeah.
So I don't even, I mean, I've been so distracted with, working outside, constructing things and building and digging and chasing squirrels out of my yard. I've been a little preoccupied, but no, I think a word for the year is good, and it's good to go back and revisit it. I was trying to remember my word 2 years ago, and of course, at the moment, I cannot because it's
Yeah.
Monday. But I think it's neat how it all fits together when you look back and go, huh, I remember that word, and this happened. Yeah. And I try to, the way I pick my word, and I don't know if you do this, Queenie, but I try to look forward. Of course, as we have no control over that, but it kind of ties into a goal, whether it's personal, business. It can be short range, it can be long range, so I kind of keep that kind of in mind before I pick. And then it's wherever you are at, whether it's your personal life, your business life, it's that kind of thing. So
I agree 1,000,000%.
yeah. And what, as believers, maybe God's placing something on your heart, and like you have the succession piece. I think it's all a God thing, because I mean, everything you've done this year, you've talked about it very consistently, and you've been teaching people about it, and then just your latest book. Who knows what book you're going to write next year? Just
You want to play that game there, sister?
peace. Just joking.
I can shoot it right back to you there, my
I
friend.
know. I'm in trouble.
Yeah, seriously. But I really do think about that, because when people hear succession, oh my gosh, are you quitting? Are you leaving? Are you this? Are you that? The answer is it's not internalized. It's an opportunity to speak about, do you have your succession plan? And who to thunk, literally, who to thunk that I would have written a book, my final footprints, as a succession plan, so to speak. That was not even on my radar. And here's my word that I just picked, because I've got a lot of things that I want to make sure people have their I's dotted and T's crossed. And please make sure that you've got your legacy left for your business or whatever you're doing. And not if you die, people can retire, people can take a year off, all kinds of stuff can happen. That was the succession topic. And what happened? My final footprints. He is just a phenomenal God. And in fact, I just did a blog post recently. You can't outgive God. Oh. And it's so amazing to me how many people hit that blog post, because, I agree with you. You really can't outgive God. And it's like, well, that has been my experience.
Yes.
All right. But I love how words happen. And since we talked about our Doc and Queenie word selection, now we've got Doc and Queenie words have meaning.
All right.
Your best number is 7. My best number is 5. So let's shuffle 6 times and find out where the word wheel, you'll notice the blue background, that was for your benefit. Is this customer for? Wow. All right. Customer focused. Customer focused.
It's funny that came up. Just so happens, I was driving to my favorite big box store for more bags of mulch this morning.
Of course you were.
And my husband was going, "Is this your last trip?" And I said, "I hope so." And he laughed. Yeah. And I was behind this truck. I think it's called Fastenal, Fastenel. They deliver construction equipment and supplies.
Okay.
And they said their growth is customer focused. They grow because they're customer focused. And I thought, not many companies would have that out there.
They actually said that word, customer focused.
Customer focus equals
that is incredible. Yeah, that is incredible.
Yep, that their growth was customer focused. Yeah,
that really is amazing, and that leads me to the PSI popped up on my car, and I'm on the highway, and I'm going, not a good time, and so when I got back to home base, I went to my favorite tire place, and I pulled up. I have been there actually before, because the meters and all the stuff on your car dings because it's cold and dings because it's hot and just ding, ding, ding. And so I pulled up and I literally was not even out of the car yet. And the gentleman hopped out and he goes, "You need air?" And I said, well, probably yes, but I don't know if the gauge actually tells you which tire and all that stuff. And he said, "Let's just do all of them." He's super sweet, amazing, incredible gentleman. So anyway, I wasn't on the property 5 minutes and he already had everything taken care of. The gauge thing turned off. Everything was back to fabulous. So I yelped him. I knew his name because it was on his shirt. And I yelped him. And I just thought to myself at the time, I have a star rating Yelp thing because I only, of course, do the positive. But people view your Yelp stuff and you're a lead Yelp person. I mean, once again, it's just phenomenal to me. Very few people that I have experienced are free to give edification, certainly, praise, of course, and even thanks. And I just wanted to thank Anthony publicly for didn't hesitate, didn't nothing. Like I say, I wasn't on the property 5 minutes. He did all 4 tires, and quite frankly, all 4 of them were low, but only one was beeping, and just by 1 or so psi. And I was just like, oh my gosh. And I just thought, how many times has he ever been thanked? Do you thank the person who airs up your tires? I had a million things to do, of course, so no time to even try and do it myself. And I just looked at that and I thought, what kind of awesome person is this? And how often does a service person get thanked? And so if you've got customer focused on a truck that you're following, what are the odds that that would be our word today, Doc?
I know. Because I looked at it like, they get it, they get it. Yeah. How many times do you thank the checker at the store? And that's my favorite example. But
yes,
how many times do you actually have a conversation with the checker or even the bagger at the store?
Well, the interesting thing is, because you've mentioned it to me also, but certainly on the show, that you know their names.
Yep.
Absolutely. And I just think that is so huge. And of course, with servers, that's always my thing. Can I please speak to the manager? Who hired you? I want to shake their hand. And they're just like, what? And I mean that. And who to thunk that the mayor of Olathe's daughter worked at one of the locations where I was one time. All it had on her uniform was her first name, so I didn't know who she was. And I said something about, "Oh my gosh, you're fabulous. Tell me about you," or whatever I said. And that's when she told me. And I actually knew her dad. And I was like, oh my gosh. And then I went to another thing for a girls' night out event. And literally, of course, I'm talking to the server. And she looks at me and she goes, "Oh my gosh, I know who you are." And of course, that terrifies me on a good day. And I said, "What?" And she knew the group I had run at her mom's restaurant. And so I was just like, oh my goodness. And so you just never know who is watching, who's paying attention, who are you going to thank? And I really bet right now you could name, I know, you could name the folks, the checkers at your favorite store, Doc.
Yes, I can.
I know that. And I think that is fantastic. And I really mean that. Lisa's with us too. And it's so cool to be able to see friends that support, and the customer focus piece. You can sell water machines all day long, but if you don't know what the person needs, you don't know why they need it. So you wouldn't be able to have that part. And just like in your case, you're building greenhouses for people. Well, do they need one as ginormous as yours that takes up 12 acres? Or do they need one that's a little teensy cardboard box size? And I think your customer focus with your training classes especially has been incredible because you meet people where they are.
Well, yeah, and that's kind of what you do with the posting parties, and then your monthly workshop, water workshop, is fantastic. We don't know what people don't know.
Exactly.
And if that's your premise before you even, when you're interacting with people, it's all about relationship. And it's not customer focused to make money. It's customer focused to serve. Because the money part comes later, that it's to serve whatever field you're in.
That really seriously is a great message. Customer focus. First of all, quite frankly, I don't remember when we put that on the wheel, and the fact that you saw the truck today and that's the word we picked today. I think that once again, God. Thank you, God. That's why I love when people do. It's random.
Yeah. So, and I'm guessing that's probably Lisa that needs oodles and oodles of acres of gardens, which I agree.
I'm sure. Let me see. Yeah, that would be Lisa.
We're kind of on the same wavelength.
Yes,
Yeah.
you are.
And if we
Yes,
could,
you
we would. Someday. So guess what, Queenie? Our time has already
I'm
flown by.
serious. It does really fly. And National Day of is always fun because honestly, when you do those, and then Karen got you the calendar, which I think is super cool, it really is one of those things we can kind of see what the world is doing. And when that piece happens, I kind of go, huh, just like National Cranky Coworker Day. What the heck is that? But now it kind of puts a focus on, oh, maybe you're actually celebrating that because you are not being kind and charming today. And so you would be able to go, hey, it's National Cranky Coworker Day. You're in perfect spot.
Or, maybe you have moles. So it's mole Monday.
I know. It's Happy Mole Day. Oh my God.
You don't. Yeah. Hopefully you don't.
I like it. Seriously. Ew.
I know. No kidding. Well, thank you everyone for joining us live or on the replay for Doc and Queenie Facebook Live every Monday at
high noon.
Ooh, you're getting groovy there, Queenie.
I'm in it, Doc. I'm in it.
Happy 100th birthday there, Queenie.
Thank you very much. Happy 100th birthday to you too.
Thank you, Queenie. I know feel day over 25.
Yeah, and I'm sticking to it. Yeah.
And if you want to reach out to Queenie, you can look and find her all over social media as Kathy Weaver KC, or go directly to her website, kathyweaverkc.com. And your book, I'm sidetracking for a second. Is that also on your website, the link to your My Final Footprints?
No, absolutely not. That is literally a separate piece because I didn't want people to get nervous about the copyright stuff.
Okay, gotcha. So also you can find her latest book, My Final Footprints, at myfinalfootprints.com. For Doc, kitchengardenexpert.com and Kitchen Garden Expert all over social media. So have a fantastic week, and we will catch you right back here. Like only 2 days left in October next week.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe how fast.
I know. On Monday at high noon. So thank you, everyone. Take care.
High noon. High noon.
High noon. She's finally cracked.
Yeah, I'm stuck. Thank you, Doc. Bye for now, everybody.
Bye.